So you got your Enneagrams and your Myers-Briggs and your Big Five
Strength
model of personality and the Clifton Strength Finders. But I think that you can really, the quickest way to get to know someone is to figure out what their favorite Disney Channel original movie is. What's your favorite Disney Channel original movie?
High School Musical 2.
Why the second one?
Because it has Bet on it. And I love the romance between Troy and Gabriella. And just the difficulties that they go through and how love conquers all.
You sound kind of sad when you're describing it.
Because maybe in my life, love hasn't conquered all yet.
But it will in the end.
Yeah.
I would say one of my favorites is Jump In, starring Corbin Bleu and Keke Palmer.
Crap.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think about that.
Yeah, I really wanted to get into Double Dutch after that.
Yeah, I remember we went out and bought a jump rope. We're just trying.
What? Sorry.
That was weird.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
But Jump In,
trying to do tricks, and it was really hard.
Yeah, turns out jump rope is actually a skill, and it's not something that you just do by picking it up.
When you're in 5th grade.
What were some other Disney Channel? Camp Rock,
Luck of the Irish.
Luck of the Irish.
I just remember
Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
in Luck of the Irish in the beginning, because he's like the luckiest kid ever, and he's just walking down the sidewalk, and he just finds a $20 bill. I was like, that would be
God, what I would do with $20.
I remember I found when we were cleaning up, I don't know, we were somewhere and we were like cleaning up someone's backyard. We were like helping them out, and I found $1, and our older brother came over, and I was like, check it out, I found $1. And he was so jealous. You could tell. He's like, okay, if we find any more dollars, I have dibs.
Well, I went to a water park one time, and I was with some high school friends. I tried to make them like me, and we found a $20 bill inside. I was like, I think we should turn that into Lost and Found. They're like, Riley, shut up.
Bad idea.
We're going to hang you from the top of the slip and slide.
Welcome back to the Good Chill Hunting Podcast. How you like them apples? What have you been watching?
Oh,
I could do it.
Thank you for asking.
Nice.
I appreciate that. So I watched like 5 movies. A couple of them are for next week's episode. You'll hear about that.
So horror Halloween.
We mentioned those
festival
last month, but then I watched How to Train Your Dragon for the first time. Never seen it. I watched it in 2 parts. Started at night, and I was kind of falling asleep, so we turned it off, and then I finished it the next day. It was fine. The movie itself, frankly, I think DreamWorks, at least for between that and Monsters vs. Aliens, the humans just like are really ugly. Like their faces just don't look good. And I think How to Train Your Dragon suffers from some poor voice acting choices, mainly like Jonah Hill is like, they chose him. They chose what's his name? Christopher
Mintz Perez or
yeah.
something.
Mm-hmm.
He's in this. I don't really like him as an actor for the most part, but he's not a great voice actor. Like America Ferrera, they're fine. Oh, and then I don't really care for Jay Baruchel as Hiccup.
Really?
I don't think the voice and the face
You're
line
just
up.
listing every actor in the movie.
Yeah, I said it has. No, I think Gerard Butler does pretty good, but that's to say, I think the score is amazing. I was jamming out to that on the drive to work.
Really good.
It was really good.
Isn't that a trilogy where like some people like the second or the third one more than the first one?
Yep. But some people love the first one. Like they think the trilogy is up among the greats.
Yeah,
I started watching the movie with Noah that night, and I never finished it. So
I would
I'll
like to
never know.
watch the second 2 movies, or the second of the 3 movies. That is.
I've seen all of them. I really like them. The third one made me cry, so I was in theaters crying.
The low bar there.
Okay, next movie, please.
Next movie. My wife chose this. We watched The Big Year, starring Jack Black and Steve Martin and
You're a
Owen
big
Wilson.
bird watcher.
I actually, the beginning of this year, 2024, I was at somebody's house and they had a little Ohio bird field guide, and I saw it and I was like, this is kind of fun to flip through. And it was just like a little hint, like a pamphlet on birds. I was like, I bet there's a world where I get into like bird watching.
I had a friend one of the questions he would ask somebody to get to know them would be like, what's going to be your old man? When you're an old man, what's going to be your old man activity? Mine's going to be racquetball. Yours is probably going to be pickleball. Noah's is going to be bird watching.
Whittling.
Sitting on a rocking chair, waving your cane at the neighborhood kids.
Sitting in a public area waiting for strangers to walk by so you can tell them about your life.
Not using Facebook correctly.
I faked being a nurse my whole life. That's you.
I need to tell someone.
I have a license. But the big year, it was not that funny. It was, there was like, I don't know, there was some heart in it, but it was, I don't know. It's kind of forgettable. Jack Black is kind of funny, but
it's mostly when Jack Black.
Yeah, mostly for like the parts where it's just him being Jack Black is like the best. But yeah, it's all right. Not a lot to say really. And then today, stepped outside of my comfort zone, and I regret it. I watched Cinema Paradiso.
Is it Italian? Is that correct?
Italian, yes.
Is it a foreign language movie?
Yeah, it's a foreign language movie. It's Italian.
Italian from Italy.
Yeah.
Grazie.
I was at work yesterday on my lunch break, and I was like, I want to do something new, and I was looking through the Letterboxd top 250, and it was like it's like the top 25, and it's all about, at least my understanding was, it's all about like this kid and why he loves cinema. And I was like, I might be able to relate to this. Mm-hmm. Like I might just be able to get behind the motivation behind it, which is just like cinema as an art and like why we love it. And it's kind of that, but it's more just like a character piece and like following this kid through his life and his relationship with the projectionist.
Which makes sense. I mean, a movie just about a kid's love for movies wouldn't have any sort of substance. Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking of as well. That's
maybe I should watch that.
A love letter. It makes me think of Hugo.
Maybe I should watch it.
You stepped out of your comfort zone, but should you not try that again? Like, I think you should. If you have a bad,
if
you had a bad pizza, you wouldn't just stop eating pizza. You know,
stick to Marvel movies.
MCU. That's it. I'm going to rewatch the Marvels, rewatch Black Widow, and I'll be content with that. I don't know. Yeah, Cinema Paradiso was just it was boring.
When did it come out?
1990. Actually, I thought it was older than that. I thought it was like a 70s movie, but no. It just pacing was slow and yeah, not for me. That's it.
Well, I stayed inside my comfort zone for my movie. So I watched 4 movies, but 3 of those talk about next week. So the one movie I watched was the 2024 release, Richard Linklater, Glenn Powell, Hitman, Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix movie.
Glenn Powell.
And it was good. I gave it 3.5 out of 5.
I did the same. I watched it earlier this year and I gave it the same rating.
Yeah. It was fun. Glenn Powell does a good job. I'm a little bit more of a believer now than I was before. He's got range, but I think the writing of the movie, not like the script, but the pacing and the character development is kind of like the main guy. He plays a hitman, and he's supposed to like have this. He's a bird watcher. He's also a bird watcher, and he turns into.
I hope you have a bird watching movie coming up.
He turns into a cool guy, but he just kind of does it like that. There's no real difficulty there.
When he transforms into different personas, does his mouth change from a triangle to a different shape?
Changes to a parallelogram.
I hate that you just keep
a dodecadon.
Keep dissing Glenn Powell. Show him some respect.
Maybe we'll get Glenn Powell on the podcast someday.
I can only dream.
He can fly out to the middle of nowhere, Ohio.
Yeah. So it's a fun movie. I guess it's technically a comedy. It's kind of like a comedy Would you? I mean, a comedy. That's it.
Kind of like a dark comedy a little bit.
I get.
too.
Yeah. I don't know. So it was fun, but a little bit forgettable. But that's the only movie I watched.
Yeah, I watched some movies for our Halloween. That will be next week. The only movie I watched was Dragon Ball Super Broly. So,
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Nerd alert.
So if you don't know, I like anime, and
You're so brave.
I am brave.
Fun fact about Riley. He likes anime.
He's a little quirky.
There's a new Dragon Ball game coming out, so I was like, I kind of want to watch Dragon Ball. So I watched a movie I haven't seen, Dragon Ball Super Broly. A lot of fun. It's just a fun movie, not really like super. You're not gonna get like a depth to it. It just kind of expands the lore and a lot of cool action. And
I've kind of I've noticed a pattern. This just to kind of go off because you gave it 3.5.
Yep.
I feel like a lot of 3.5 star movies fall into the forgettable category. Yay or nay?
Yay, but I feel like even though they might be forgettable, they're still fun. And that's
Yeah, they're fun.
I would
You
say
wa-
that's
you watch
more of
them-
a 3-star movie is when you
Three
slip
three
into
slash 3.5. I would say
good but
good but forgettable is that realm.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you like it enough to watch it again, it's probably better than a 3.5 star movie.
Yeah, I don't know if I would watch it again.
I don't know if I would
It's
watch
science.
The Hitman again.
I think I will watch Hitman again. Just there's a couple reasons.
Yeah. What's one of them?
Adriana, what is her name?
Adria Arjona.
I'd sooner watch
Arjona. That's one reason.
some of the Richard Linklater's other movies, the Before trilogy. I'd like to watch that.
Somebody wants something? No,
Boyhood.
I forget what it's called.
Everyone wants something. Something. I know what you're talking about. It has Glenn Powell in it.
Yeah, I know. I hear it's really good. It's like a summer movie.
Too bad we're in the fall now.
Didn't he do School of Rock?
Yeah, he did School of Rock. I said I want to watch more of him. A director can have one good movie without having every one of their movies be.
We're going to talk about directors.
Yes, because we're doing a draft of directors.
You guys thought that segue was unintentional.
But before we get to that, we're doing another fun, quick segment of Quick 5. Noah's in the hot seat.
You better drink that drink because be ready.
Nice. Well said.
I know. I
am ready, I think.
I'm spitting game
'Cause I
today.
Drank that drink.
All right. You start.
Okay. Besides Glenn Powell, who's your favorite actor and actress?
Man. Besides Glenn Powell, of course. Someone who I seem to like him in everything I see him in is Ewan McGregor.
Cavill. I was trying to beat you to it.
I do like Henry. Yeah, I don't know. Ewan McGregor was the first one that came to mind. I like him in Big Fish and Star Wars.
Do you
and
feel like
Christopher
Christopher Robin is not a fully realized movie?
I think it's fun. I think it's cozy.
A 3.5 movie.
Yeah, I think I gave it 4. Actress, real caught on the spot here.
Just say an actress.
My mind's going blank right now.
Say a name. Any name.
Natalie Portman. I don't know.
Okay. 2 stars.
Okay.
Next question.
Yep.
Give me 2 seconds and I'll
It's
come up
quick
with
5, not quick 2 seconds. Question number 2. What's your favorite breakfast cereal?
Right now, I've been really into the cinnamon Chex. That's pretty good. It's very similar to a cinnamon. Like growing up, there was like a cinnamon toast crunch, or it was a
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted
with cinnamon.
Flakes, like a cinnamon variant that we ate, and it was delicious. And now it's like off the market, but we got this cinnamon Chex, and it's like the fills that hole. Pretty good.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
People chewing with their mouth open, or like the sound of chewing. Unfortunately, it's a point of contention for a couple people at this table.
You're the one who started that beef.
Huh?
That was a dig at Riley, not you.
What? Me?
What? Because you make gross noises when you chew.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
When I chew? I thought I just make gross noises when I'm sitting at church.
You definitely do that. You make gross noises when it's dead silent. That's what you do. You wait until I am within earshot, and then you're like,
And then me and Josiah are both like, because if you say something, it makes me look, I look petty if I say something, but if I don't say something, then it's irritating. Like a catch
My
22.
big pet peeve is petty people, which hard thing to deal with when I'm friends with you. Anyways, next question.
yeah. Question number 4: excluding Avengers Endgame, because that's everyone's favorite movie theater experience. What's your favorite movie theater experience?
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Because that movie ended and we're all like, or it's coming to an end, and then it's like or Beyond the Spider-Verse coming, blah blah blah, or part 3, and we're just like, okay. It was that I just remember turning to you guys and we're all just like,
You knew
That was
that there was going to be a
insane.
part
Yeah.
3. I didn't.
I didn't,
'Cause-
it was a genuine reaction.
Yeah, before the movie came out, it was the title was part 1, and I
Oh,
guess
really?
you guys didn't know that.
Yeah.
So then they changed it to Across the Spider-Verse.
Interesting.
So-
Yeah, I did not know that. But that was a one. It's a 5-star movie, and then to end like that. I mean, kind of how Infinity War ended.
I didn't know Infinity War was part 1.
Really?
Yeah, so I was,
Nobody
we
did.
were in the
Nobody-
very front row of the theater, so I'm like, what?
I just remember Across the Spider-Verse, like the opening credits. I'm like, this movie's gonna be
Yeah,
good.
crazy.
It
Yeah.
was such a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, you played Lumiere in middle school, play in the Beauty and Beast play in middle school. What other Disney character do you think you would crush if you could play that role?
Ewan McGregor played Lumiere. Just what?
He also played Christopher Robin.
What other Disney role would I crush?
Yeah, if you were in a play.
It was like, probably Gaston.
Maybe I could be Shang from Mulan.
Noah's trying to whitewash
Yeah.
Asian American
Should we
actors.
cancel him?
Let's do that.
Backtrack a little bit here. Maybe I could play adult Christopher Robin.
If the script is bad, who cares?
We'll rewrite the script. Who and Friends will still be in it.
In my Letterboxd review for Christopher Robin, I gave a great direction for the movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
recap.
In the first 10 minutes of the movie, you see Christopher Robin go from boy to man.
He goes to war.
He goes to war. He loses he goes to boarding school. He loses his mother or father or both. And
sad.
then he is thrown into the workforce. And it's just like this loss of innocence. You see him like lose his lust for life. And then he's working his 9 to 5, and his wife and his daughter are like, "Oh, you're never home."
Haley
and
Atwell's there.
And it's the breadwinner bind. You're damned if you work and earn for your family, and you're damned if you don't work and don't earn for your family.
Goodbye,
And so-
clean rating.
And so that's what the whole movie turned into, was this whole cheesy schlock. But it's like, if you explored Christopher Robin's experience at war with Pooh and Piglet and Eeyore as these avatars of his feelings,
That's not what kids want to see.
well, it wouldn't be a kid's movie. It would be
Disney's not gonna make
an
an
adult movie using characters from that we grew up
Okay,
with.
well,
That's
that
called
movie-
Winnie and Pooh, Blood and Honey. Okay.
Winnie and Pooh. Winnie and Pooh. They're two different.
And Mousetrap. So there you go. There's your adult movies.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
Those are horror movies based on the Disney characters IP.
Yeah.
I don't think that
Anyway.
movie could ever get made because
Because Disney doesn't have the cojones to do it.
Disney's not going to take a risk on an adult Christopher Robin.
Well,
movie.
no, of course they're not.
But you know what? Ewan McGregor still shows up. He's charming as heck. I love his banter between him and Pooh. Pooh helps him re-find that love for living in the moment, the small things.
You would be a good Zazu.
From
From
Lion
The
King?
Lion King?
Yep.
Because he's
That's
kind of
Rowan
like an
Atkinson.
annoying character. Because like, shut up, Zazu.
Yeah.
Can we time out?
Yeah.
Is that what Do you guys really think?
Sometimes
we call you Zazu behind your back,
Mm-hmm.
Really?
You're
and
always,
and because your nose is huge, it looks like a
and
beak.
you're kind of a party pooper,
I'm a party pooper?
and you poop at the party.
I can't help when I have to go. I'm a party pooper and Riley's a Winnie and Plooper.
Oh, that's great. Okay, that's quick five. A little bit less than quick five, but we got now the return.
I would choose Haley Atwell over Natalie Portman.
Doesn't count. You already said Natalie Portman.
Yeah. Quick five's over. This is not go back five.
Go back 5 what?
Okay. We got quick five, and now we see the return of another favorite segment, Concur or Not Concur. It's October. It's Halloween season. So in anticipation of next week's Halloween special, and we're going to be talking about horror movies a little bit more at length, we're doing Concur or Not Concur horror movie edition.
Yay!
So I got some prompts for you.
Halloween. Hit us.
Shut up, Zazu.
Don't do that. Don't give him that.
Give me a Let's Rock.
No, you can't.
Let's rock today. All right, prompt number 1. Ari Aster's brand of horror pushes the genre forward. And I'm not going to elaborate. Ari Aster's brand of horror pushes the genre forward. 3, 2, 1, concur. Did you
concur?
Didn't say anything.
I didn't know what to say, but guess what? I would say concur. I just think he might push the genre, but he's pushing the genre
whether or
in
not
direction that I
was going to
don't
say
like.
whether or not that is a good thing or if he's going in a direction.
Well, yeah, isn't I think Midsummer's whole thing, which Riley and I have gone on record, we both do not like Midsummer because
I refuse to see it because they didn't like
just
it.
because of basically how it ended, and it's just like a lot of like
Even how it
was
started.
But like, was it scary or
No.
was it like depraved?
I think
or
Hereditary is more scary, but Midsummer's more like depraved and like makes you feel
left
like,
more of in
feel,
like a
feel
yeah,
gross.
depression.
Yeah. But the whole thing about Midsummer is that it's like shot during the daytime. So
Yeah.
it's like a horror movie in daylight. So
Right.
from that angle, like, yes, he is pushing the genre forward by like reinventing the setting.
Or even like Beau is Afraid. We've not seen it, but like I heard it's like just a crazy original movie.
I don't think Beau's Afraid is horror though, is it?
I think it's I think so.
I don't know. We have to see it. I think like
Not going to see it.
Ari Aster, Robert Eggers, Jordan Peele, like 3 directors that are new, all push the genre. I've pushed the genre forward in a way.
Yeah.
Some of them I like better than others, though.
Yeah. I think that's a good point. Just him. Ari Aster is among a kind of new breed of directors that are doing horror differently.
And really well.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty exciting time.
Gone are the days of the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, just kind of monster or just like assuming that audiences will be scared if you have giant spiders or something. So
Yeah.
okay. Next prompt. Concur or not concur? Ghostface should be in the Mount Rushmore of horror movie characters. Ghostface from the Scream franchise should be in the Mount Rushmore of horror movie characters. 3, 2, 1.
Concur.
You say not?
No, I concur.
Concur.
I've not seen any Scream movies, but Scream came out in 1999.
I think so.
I would say for our entire lives, the Ghostface has been an icon on like Halloween Day. Like people, almost every year you see someone walking around with the Ghostface
There was little
mask.
kids with like it was Ghostface, but they got a little air bubble thing you can pump and the like fake blood
yeah.
goes down, and I was just like,
Mom, we got to get out here right now.
I think so. Yeah, like just talking about who you see on Halloween night, just out and about. Probably because it's a really easy costume to do, but
Yeah, the
I
mask
think
is
the
pretty iconic.
Scream franchise is in the Hall of Greats for horror movies, and Ghostface is obviously the face of that. And I would definitely say so.
Yeah, I would agree.
Top
Do you
4.
think? I think Jason, Michael Myers, and Freddy Krueger
Yeah.
are the other 3.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Oh, I was thinking I guess that makes sense. I was thinking like Frankenstein.
That's like the old school.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm thinking of Halloween.
That would be like
more
a
than, like,
Dracula,
horror.
mummy, werewolf.
Invisible
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. That
Yeah.
word.
So
You're getting
yeah,
basics.
Mount Rushmore of neo-modern horror movies.
Mount Rushmore of the failed Universal monster shared universe,
Yeah.
starring Tom Cruise and Russell Crowe.
All right. Next prompt. Concur or not concur? Body horror is the scariest form of horror. Body horror is the scariest form of horror. 3, 2, 1.
Not
Concur.
concur.
Body horror just does something to me.
I think
Gets under my skin.
I would say body horror is my least favorite form of horror, and it's the kind that I'll avoid watching. But what's the prompt
scary.
is
It's
not
scary, like
scary.
existentially, though. Don't you suppose?
I just feel more disgusted watching it than scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't know if it's scared. It's more
But if
just
something
like,
sticks with you and you can't get the image out of your mind, even if that feeling is one of like being disgusted, it's kind of scary how intense that feeling is, how violated you feel. I am never, besides The Fly, I want to watch Jeff Goldblum's The Fly. I've heard that's a pretty accessible movie, but otherwise I have no taste for David Cronenberg.
there's the
Substance.
the substance that just came
Yeah.
out. Which my thought on this is not related, but I just found it somewhat humorous that in the same month, Dennis Quaid starred in The Substance, which is like one of the best horror movies of the year, and Reagan.
Yeah.
Which is just like the opposite end of the spectrum. It was a kind of a fun observation. I avoid body horror. I don't have any taste for it, but I don't think it's like the scariest. The scariest is just like Hereditary. It's I don't know how you would define that. It's more just like getting
That would be like
in your head.
cult, sort of
Demonic.
demonic. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like body horror though. I don't like it at all.
Not one bit.
I'm gonna win trivia and make you guys watch The Substance.
I would
Make you
Bring
watch
it on.
Crimes of the Future.
No, I don't do that. I'm not going to watch it.
If I lose trivia, it's what I have to do.
Riley's accepted his fate.
I would not.
Okay.
Terrifier 3. That would be. I'd be
That
like,
would be tough.
I don't know about that, buddy.
All right, next one. 2008's The Strangers is the scariest home invasion movie. 2008's don't do anything
Sorry.
that indicates your opinion until the game master has mastered the game. 2008's The Strangers is the scariest home invasion movie. 3, 2, 1.
Not
concur.
I'm just trying to think of other home invasion movies besides Panic Room.
You're next.
Ready or not? That's kind of like one, isn't it?
I haven't. I guess I don't know what other home invasion movies I've actually seen.
When a stranger calls.
I mean, like
Coming up with a
even,
lot of examples.
even the end of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Yeah.
or like the Manson murders. That's
Last
like
House on the Left. Maybe.
I'm surprised at how you're just rattling these off.
She screamed, kind of.
it's a whole genre. Scream, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, Hush.
Yeah. I really like Hush.
But The Strangers, I gave it a half-star rating on Letterboxd.
I don't think it's scary at all.
It's
but
not. It's annoying. Liv Tyler is one of my least favorite actresses. She ruined every scene she was in Lord of the Rings. Stunk because she was not in that much in the
That's
books.
why you're not.
She's just catching
or
streaks.
the Incredible Hulk.
That's why you're not
Didn't
down
like
to
them.
watch the extended editions. Part of the reason.
Literally, she just
That's a hot
sucks
take.
the life of what.
You'd prefer the theatrical releases over the extended
Well,
editions. of
to be
Lord of the
fair,
Rings.
I've not seen the theatrical releases. I've only seen the extended editions, but the extended editions are significantly brought down by Liv Tyler as what's her name?
Arwen.
Arwen. Anyway, she's in The Strangers, and she's like, James. It's just really annoying.
What is she like?
James.
No, you don't do it right. It's James.
Okay, I'll try one more time. James.
You have to work on it.
Yeah.
Glenn Howerton's in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just not.
It just feels like he's almost like he's just playing Dennis Reynolds.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Why are you doing this? You were home.
because you were home. It's like, and the movie brands itself as being based on a true story, and the true story is the Manson murders.
Yeah,
Don't a lot of horror movies say based on a true story?
like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
But it's just
Well, they're based and inspired, and
no. People, I'm saying people just say it as part of the lore building.
Yeah, because in the start of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they have like a narrator. He's like, "This is based on true."
I guess that's what like Paranormal Activity kind of, or not Paranormal.
Yeah.
Blair Witch Project branded itself in that way, kind of. And
Oh yeah,
The Conjuring, maybe.
yeah. So I think Conjuring
that is based on
that's
because
based on
the like Lorraine and
Are real.
guy.
So all those
whatever.
movies are real.
well, they're inspired by
Oh.
real people at least. Anyway, next prompt: horror comedies work. Horror comedies work.
I can see you wanting to nod your head over it.
3, 2, 1.
Concur.
Not concur. I mean, they're fine, but I can't. What's one horror comedy that like knocks it out of the
Shaun
park?
of the Dead.
Oh, I was gonna say
Yeah, but that
Get Out. Get Out has comedy elements.
Tucker and Dale.
That's a
versus
good.
Evil.
But like, I
me-
suppose.
to me, if
but like,
it's-
that's not a scary movie. That's just kind of a comedy that utilizes horror.
I was gonna say if it's a horror
elements.
comedy, I feel like generally speaking, the comedy outweighs the horror.
Yeah, and Get
And it-
Out, I would say the horror outweighs the comedy. At which point, the comedy
don't
almost feels like it
remember
takes
laugh-
away
oh,
from the horror.
It's the ending.
His friend's funny.
Oh yeah, who was?
Yeah,
what's-
which maybe
That's the only like
maybe
really.
it's-
He's the only like comedic relief.
okay.
I wouldn't say it's a horror comedy.
Maybe you're right.
I am right.
Actually, you might be wrong.
I don't know. I just feel like I've never the comedy does not add to the horror. Horror can add to comedy, but comedy can't add to horror.
Yeah, that's like a Terrifier 2 and 3. Like people say it's funny.
Really?
Yeah, like Art the Clown's really funny.
Oh, I would feel so
But
gross laughing. In
Then
that.
he just like murders someone really grotesque, and it's just like I don't know how you can separate the two.
Yeah.
So
Do
maybe
you
I
think,
don't.
do you think if you enjoy the Terrifier series, you're a bad person?
It made a lot of money this weekend,
I
so
don't-
you're gonna be referring to a lot of people.
And it got really good reviews critically and
I don't think you're a bad person, but I just maybe you don't have like some people are more empathetic than others, which I'm not saying like if you're more empathetic.
You're right. You have
We're
antisocial
making some
personality
umbrella
disorder.
statements
no,
over here.
I don't. I'm not trying to put anybody in boxes,
It's gonna
but
stir the pot a little bit.
it's just some people have a better tolerance to things.
Yeah, I'm yeah, I agree. It's interesting because you have a friend who has seen Terrifier and he really liked it.
I think he liked the second one. Yes.
Okay.
I hear the first one's really bad. Like there's just no plot whatsoever, and the second one there's more plot.
Okay.
But still, I watched someone's review and he said he watched all three back to back. He's like, I made a mistake.
You gotta just feel like
You gotta take
I
a
feel
breather.
So you gotta take a shower in between each movie, just to get the
And
gross
if you're
off
a
you.
kid, don't go see that movie. Like we say, go see movies, but I'm telling you right now, right here, look at me. Don't go see that movie, please.
Go
Also-
see Megalopolis instead.
How did you find our podcast? We don't really market
Where are your
to
parents?
anyone younger than 18. Yeah.
We are friendly though.
We were a clean podcast up until Josiah dropped the D word.
We said the A word a handful of times.
I said that kick butt.
Do you think you're better than me? Okay. Well, that has been concur or not concur.
Now it's time to get down to business. No. We're back to doing we're doing a draft. And we're doing the best directors draft.
Is it like the best directors, or is it like, are we just trying to build our teams like we do every draft? Is it like personal interest?
We're trying to win the draft.
I mean, I was primarily I was just going to pick directors of movies that I like.
You are trying to win the draft here.
Okay.
That's always the goal, is
Good.
try to win the draft.
Hey, do your worst.
I won't do my worst. So the order is, we did it just randomly, which kind of works out because I haven't gone first yet, and I was chosen first. Goes me, Noah, then Josiah.
Riley
And
thinks he's the main character.
And we're doing the sometimes. It's then snake draft, so we'll go down order and then go back through. So Josiah gets 2 picks.
We're picking 5.
5.
Very well.
And with the first pick of director's draft, I'm taking the one and only Christopher Nolan.
Easy.
No surprise there.
Directed the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, Interstellar, Tenet,
We've talked about
Oppenheimer. We had an episode, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it because it's really good.
Haven't seen it. What are you doing?
So
Pause this episode. Go back and watch that entire. That episode's like an hour and a half long.
Yeah, so
Come
maybe
back
put it
to
on
this one.
1.5 speed or something. Okay, yeah.
no, what's your number 1 pick?
All right. Well, just because he's got to be picked. He's going to be picked by either of you next. I pick Denis Villeneuve.
I didn't even put him on my list because I knew I wasn't going to. Because I wasn't going to get
You
to.
guys hear that? He wasn't gonna put Denis Villeneuve on his list. What do you call him?
Because I wasn't going to say him before one of you took him.
That's crazy. I mean, whether or not like you think Dune is the best thing since sliced bread, like he has made some amazing movies. Prisoners, Arrival, Sicario, Dune, both of them.
Blade Runner 2049, Prisoners.
Yeah, that was the first one I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I mean, what was the one he did? Enemy.
Yeah.
You didn't really like that, right?
No, I didn't like it.
Right. I was just thinking of like movies that he's made that aren't the best, but that's like the only one. Aside from that, he's like he can do no evil. He's really good.
Massive.
Sensational.
So, Danny Villeneuve, he's pretty freaking awesome. And all right,
I like him because he's a pretty cool guy.
all right. Well, you guys made the biggest mistake of your lives by letting me go third because I get 2 awesome picks back to back.
Okay.
So my first pick, another one that's gonna get picked here if I don't take it, Steven Spielberg. You know him.
He
You
wasn't even
love
on my
him.
list.
You cut me off. I said he wasn't on my list because I knew that you were going to take him.
Can I get a?
No.
Let's.
Let's. Steven Spielberg, Jurassic Park, E.T.,
Fablemans.
BFG.
Schindler's List, Jaws.
Bridge of Spies.
Yeah. Artificial Intelligence.
Minority Report.
The West Side Story.
You're doing my work for me here.
Ready Player One.
I just feel like Steven Spielberg is he's on Mount Rushmore of directors. People don't know directors, but they know Steven Spielberg. He's just Indiana Jones. So
You're just like, I should have picked Steven Spielberg.
So I mean, like, I just feel like with him on my team, I got familiarity if nothing else. But familiarity doesn't stop there because for my second pick, I'm going with Quentin Tarantino. I had to do it.
Yep, that was gonna be.
If you want a director who, man, he didn't even go to film school. He's homemade, homegrown. He just
true?
knows what he wants to do in a movie, and by golly, he does it.
He does do it.
He does character pieces. He does dialogue.
he does westerns,
He does period pieces.
war movies. Josiah loves war.
He does
Gone on
samurai
record.
movies.
Yeah, so I'm just saying he's got range. I just feel like his movies are really punchy, like whoosh, like they use the whip sound effect a lot, and that enhances the film. So
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's like Johnny Test. You ever seen those YouTube videos?
no,
Johnny Test. Do you remember that show?
yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
we watched it. It's just like a 30-second clip, and it's just like back to back. So it's like whoosh, whoosh. It's just like the whip sound effect a ton. Yeah, is what I mean.
it works.
Quentin make the list of best directors that are also actors.
He's in. Is he in all of his movies? I know he's in Django and Reservoir Dogs.
And Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
I mean, he always plays really small roles, so I don't know. I think I've got other people on my list who I
Okay.
would pick. Okay. Okay.
Back to Noah.
The next pick, it's the brother the Wombo combo. It's the Coen brothers.
They're some of my favorite directors, but for strategy, I had to let them go.
It's true, but they are very good.
Talking about dialogue and character pieces.
Yeah.
Fargo,
Dark comedy. I think they maybe
Oh
do
Brother, Where Art Thou?
dark comedies like one of the best
Yeah.
anyway.
Ballad of Buster Scruggs, super underrated.
I was gonna say that's not one of their like big ones.
That's why it's underrated.
it's-
Burn After Reading.
It's good.
Inside Llewyn Davis.
Inside Llewyn Davis is pretty good. Yeah, they. I think just like their beats and their dialogue is what helps them shine through. And
Thank you.
And it's pretty freaking awesome.
I appreciate it.
It's really hard to end my thought on these directors.
Because now I get to pick the person I also. He's on my list. He's at the top, and that's David Fincher.
Yeah.
You just yawn, David Fincher. He directed The Social Network.
Alien 3?
7.
I was trying to think of another bad movie by him.
Gone Girl? That's pretty good actually.
Pretty good. Panic Room.
The girl with the dragon tattoo.
Forrest
Fight
Whitaker?
Club.
Monk or Mink?
Mink.
Killer. The
Monk.
Killer.
That's
Curious Case of
that's a
Benjamin
show.
Button.
Yes. He's a very.
He is
Freaking
very
good
good.
actor.
He's a very good director to me.
Say The Social Network.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
first one.
Because I'm not coming back for some of it. I'm coming back for all of it.
I'm not coming back from 0.3%. Coming back.
David Fincher is my number. Oh, I get to go again. Shoot. Number 3. Number 4's pick. Wait. No.
Number 3.
David Fincher was number 2.
Please keep up.
This is number 3, okay? And I am going with. We talked about him earlier. He has pushed the horror movie genre forward, and I think he deserves here, and that's Jordan Peele.
Oh, okay. Have
I think he's made 3 good horror movies.
you seen Nope?
I have. I really like Nope. I like Get Out. Us is probably the weaker of the 3, but I think he's going to continue to push the horror movie genre forward, and I just really enjoy his movies. I think he deserves to be up there.
Didn't they? I think they tried to. Before we started recording, we were briefly talking about the Twilight Zone, and NBC tried to revamp the Twilight Zone with like Jordan Peele at the helm.
Yeah.
and it did not go well.
Yeah.
From what I remember. But he is kind of like one of the new faces of horror.
Oh, 100%. I feel like people are going to go see, like, there's some directors that if you know they're making a movie, they're going to go see it. And now I think, like, Quentin Tarantino, Christopher Nolan, those are movie events. I think Jordan Peele is in that conversation.
I agree.
Keegan-Michael Key's making commercials for hotels.
Yep.
For my next pick, we got some of the more, I think, obvious ones out of the way. I'm going to pick one that he only has 3 movies that I've seen, but they're all really good. And I feel like he's someone that like everyone's got their eye on. He's going to go on to do great things. It's Matt Reeves, the Batman, and then Dawn and War of the Planet of the Apes.
Is he direct? I guess they're calling
And
it the Matt Reeves Batman trilogy, aren't they? Like
Yeah.
he's going to be directing all 3 of those.
I sure hope
Yes.
so, because that's why I chose him.
Yeah, he will. He will.
But I'm thinking even beyond Batman, like I just think I'm going to follow his career, like moving forward.
He made 10 Clover Lane. 10
Cloverfield Lane.
Yep.
I haven't seen that.
Let Me
I
In.
saw it. That was really good.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'd like to see it. So yeah, I don't know. He sucked me in for the 3 that I have seen. So
Good pick.
we'll be following closely. What is that? That's a quote from something.
We're following your career with great interest.
Oh yeah, that's a quote. Yeah.
All right. For my next, I want to go a little bit more old school, but he's a director with quite a range of his own. And guess what? He shares a birthday with Noah and I.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Stanley Kubrick.
I don't think Shaquille O'Neal is their director.
Oh, it's on. It is Rob Reiner.
Gosh darn it. I was hoping he would go under the radar.
Yeah. He directed Princess Bride. He did Misery. He did Stand By Me. Shoot, I had him.
He did A Few Good Men.
Yeah, he did A Few Good Men. He's got some bangers.
When Harry Met Sally. he's a good
Yeah,
director.
yeah.
I was talking to my mom about this. I'm
It's like, I got an ace up my sleeve.
Yeah, I'm like,
wait,
no-
Josiah just said what?
yeah, no one just he's gonna go on the radar, so I could just like pick him last round.
Yeah. Well, he did Princess Bride, and that's one of my favorite movies. Did you seriously just slander The Princess Bride?
It's a good movie. People who think it's not.
So I feel like he hasn't done a ton in the modern era, but
Maybe he'll come back like Francis Ford Coppola.
yeah, hopefully not exactly like that. But
It's called Megalum.
Yeah.
It can do anything.
so there you go. That's my third pick, and my fourth pick. I want to, Noah's talking about just a director who everybody's got their eyes on. Well, we kind of almost the same with Jordan Peele, I would say. This director, he's done some bangers, and he's got another one coming out in January. It's Bong Joon-ho.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
Forgot about.
So he's done quite a bit. He's done Parasite. He's doing Mickey 17. He did Snowpiercer,
Yeah.
which Noah and I watched that religiously in high school before we were even aware of who Bong Joon-ho was.
I think we mostly liked Chris Evans at that time.
True, but I think there's a lot about that movie to appreciate from a direction perspective. Just like
Is it originally a Korean created property?
I'm not sure, but he did.
Memories of Murder.
Did he do that?
Yeah.
Really? And he did Okja.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Really?
It's got good reviews.
I have no interest in seeing that movie.
Well, I'll watch it and I'll get back to you.
Okay, let me
And
know. Let me
I'll tell you-
eat my words. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that movie's about eating the mythical creatures. You're going to be you're like the evil tycoon in that movie.
I'm Tilda Swinton.
Yeah. She's in Snowpiercer too.
I don't want to be Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, because she's in. We need to talk about Kevin. You're her in that
We
movie.
need to talk about Noah.
What about me? Sucks. All right, so there you go. That's my fourth pick.
Okay. My number 4 pick. I don't think you guys are gonna take him, but I am a big enough fan. I choose Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say him.
He's got both Sherlock Holmes, Snatch, and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is Two Smoking Guns?
Barrels.
Barrels. Okay, yeah.
No, it's guns.
Both of those movies are very challenging to follow, but the editing is just so quick and it's hard to understand what they're saying because they're all in very deep British accents.
I didn't know this was the best editing draft.
That's a direction though.
How can
I'm just.
you need to take a lap? You need to cut it out. Yeah, those, and then well, I guess I haven't really seen.
Aladdin.
Well, yeah, Aladdin, but I was trying to think.
Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. No.
Actually, we'd best not leave that one. But he has
Not like
other
that
movies.
was a horrible movie.
No, it was very. It was 3. It was forgettable.
Statham movie. Oh, it was I forget what it was called.
Yeah, the Wrath of Man.
Yeah.
I want to. I'd see that, but I want to see The Gentleman. I've heard that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Guy Ritchie and
I feel like he's
his vibe.
He's inspired by Quentin Tarantino, or Quentin Tarantino's inspired by him.
People said the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare was Guy Ritchie's Inglourious Bastards.
Ooh.
And then Henry Cavill was like,
I'm gonna get some female up in this draft,
Nice.
and I'm gonna pick Greta Gerwig.
Nope. Say it again.
Greta Gerwig.
There you go.
I'm going to get some female up in this draft.
And I think she deserves to be in this draft. Just from Barbie and the Little Women. I really like Little Women is up there, probably top 100 favorite movies all time. I really enjoyed that movie. I think Barbie's really good. Just especially her direction in that movie.
You looking forward to Narnia?
That's a TV show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, she's directing.
I think she will do good. Hopefully it stays true to the source material. stuff like that.
Well, I think yeah, with Barbie, she took that in a direction that nobody was quite expecting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the same could be expected with Narnia so in a way that puts her own spin on it, but not in a way that disrespects the source material.
Yeah, I think Lady Bird, people really hold that movie highly, but to me, it's not my favorite.
You've seen it? When did you see it?
I forget.
You saw it when it came out. Oh no, that was Little Women.
2020 maybe. But I do think she does a good job directing all the movies she's made, and I hear she's a pretty good actress too.
Yeah, Frances Ha.
I think she's married to Noah Baumbach, he did the Marriage Story, and but I think Greta Gerwig is gonna be when all said and done, she's gonna be up there in the top echelon of movie directors.
I agree.
And then my last pick, I was either gonna go one way or the other, but I'm gonna go with
the other.
Okay, I'm gonna go with.
Wait.
What?
Third option.
I don't. No, I'm going with my second option.
Just do the first.
No, I'm going with the second option, and that's a guy who's made a fantastic trilogy. He's moved franchises, and now he's running the DCU, and that is James Gunn.
Hi, I'm James Gunn. I'm going to be leading the DC universe.
I'm only allowed to work with 5 different actors, and they have to be in every movie I make.
And one of them's my brother.
Okay. We're going to act like if you guys weren't directors, you wouldn't cast me?
Ooh.
Your silence speaks so much.
Riley cast it as Human Centipede member number 3.
Noah, to go.
Wait, do you want to...
You can elaborate.
James Gunn makes good movies.
Hi, I'm James Gunn.
What has he done other than the Guardians of the Galaxy?
He did Scooby-Doo.
He did the Suicide Squad.
He did Slither. That's
Yeah.
body horror. I'm never watching that.
Okay.
That's a horror comedy.
yes.
Tusk is a horror comedy.
And that's body
And
horror.
it's body horror.
I'm never watching Tusk.
Sweeping
I'm
declaration.
going to break into your house one night, and while you're asleep, you're just going to wake up, and it's just going to be on. No.
You guys just hold my eyes open.
Yeah.
And he's doing Superman. I think I have good faith in James Gunn with his past and what he's going to do in the future. He's a director that I am always excited to see because I think he's passionate about the superhero genre. And if we're being realistic, I love superhero movies. Okay, I love the genre of superheroes.
You don't have to hide that.
He's going to be in my list because I love superheroes, and I think he's one of the best superhero directors out there.
Bam.
All right. Guardians of the Galaxy was good, but aside from those,
Suicide Squad was good.
Yeah.
That's a good take. But
Thank you.
also L.
We'll see who people pick.
for my last pick, I have it down between 2, but I think I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to choose Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Now, it's true. He's had a couple of blunders in the last couple of years. Next Goal Wins was a really dumb movie. I love how he just has his movie set in New Zealand or like the Oceania area because all of his characters have the New Zealand accents.
Kiwi.
Yeah, Hunt for the Wilder People, What We Do in the Shadows, Jojo Rabbit, Thor Ragnarok, Thor Love and Thunder.
No.
Thor Love and Thunder, again,
It's not good.
I like it more than the rest of the people out there, but Next Goal Wins was not that good. But I like his comedy. I like
Jojo Rabbit's a 5 out of 5 movie.
Jojo Rabbit's really good, and Hunt for the Wilder People for me. And What We Do in the Shadows, I need to rewatch it.
Jojo Rabbit's really good.
What We Do in the Shadows is just a good. It's a comedy, like a good mockumentary comedy that I really liked when I first watched it. I stand by that pick. Take away TD.
Yeah, that's that was on my list for people that you would pick. Closing out this
list
draft,
of people I would have picked.
Yeah, I was just creating a list.
Looks like he's writing all of them. Very predictable.
Yep. I got an algorithm.
All of my picks are predictable.
I got someone. I'm going with a pick that is just kind of a fun sort of personal pick, but also quite a bit of persuasion in this. It's two directors that always work together: Ron Clements and John Musker.
I choose one.
What movies? Well, they're all in the same movies, so it's effectively picking one. But what movies do they do? Have you heard of Moana?
Nope.
Have you heard of Aladdin, 1992? Have
What's
you heard
that?
of Princess and the Frog? Have you heard of Hercules? Have you heard of The Little Mermaid? Have you heard of Treasure Planet?
No.
I have heard.
You're like,
my boys did Treasure Planet.
yeah. So they just have.
Okay. I kind of skipped over animated directors because
Well, that's what I was
they're-
like really diving into some of them. I was like,
We could have done like
Didn't we say no anime directors?
yeah.
no, we said no anime directors.
Your Dragon Ball Z movie cannot be.
Yeah. But I mean, like if they had done Mulan, if they had done Tarzan, Beauty and the Beast, those are some of my favorite Disney's. But Hercules, amazing. Princess and the Frog, killer. Treasure Planet. Do I have to say anything? Moana, one of my favorite modern Disney movies. Aladdin. So, yeah, speaks for itself.
Aladdin and the live action Aladdin both ended up on this list.
Yeah,
Or in this draft.
People be like, "Where's Martin Scorsese?
yeah.
Where's Alfred Hitchcock?
Let's see who we
Where's
missed.
Stanley Kubrick?"
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick. Wes Anderson.
I had Edgar Wright was my
Yeah.
would have been my sixth pick.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Robert Eggers,
Ryan Johnson,
Ryan Johnson,
Tim Burton.
John Favreau.
George Miller.
I was thinking
I had
about.
Akiva Schaffer on here.
I was thinking about Jared Hess,
I put Jared Hess too.
Brad Bird.
Martin McDonough, I was my last pick was going to be Ben Stiller,
What's
but
her name? She did.
Catherine Bigelow,
Yep.
I was going to say
Bigelow.
Christopher Miller / whatever the second person's name
Phil
is.
Lord,
Phil Lord. They did Lego Movie.
Judd
John-
Apatow,
John Francis Daly.
Adam McKay,
Steve McKay. Or
Adam K. Yeah.
Steve McQueen.
no, I was thinking of Adam McKay, but I thought his first name was Steve.
Brett Rad. No, he's not a good person. Never mind. I take that.
James Mangold.
He just did Rush Hour.
Sam Mendes.
George Lucas,
Yeah.
Roman Polanski.
People would argue George Lucas is not a good director.
Well, he did the first Star Wars. He did the prequels and Star Wars.
A lot of good directors out there. Can you
Robert
believe it?
Eggers.
Noah said that. Alex Garland,
Alex Garland.
Alex Garland.
Chloe Zhao. Is that how you say your name?
Yeah.
Chloe Zhao.
Guillermo del Toro.
Game,
Oh, yeah.
Good one.
Alfonso Cuarón. There's a bunch.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Alejandro Iñárritu.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of directors out there.
Can you believe it? Tim Burton.
I said that.
Steven Soderbergh.
What has he done?
Ocean's 11.
Never heard of it. So let us know in the comments who won that draft and why it was B. So wait, quickly go through who's your list.
Christopher Nolan. David Fincher. Jordan Peele. Greg Gerwig. James Gunn.
I had Denis Villeneuve, the Coen Brothers, Matt Reeves, Guy Ritchie, and Taika Waititi.
And I had I had Steven Spielberg, Quentin Tarantino, Rob Reiner, Bong Joon-ho, and Ron Clements / John Musker.
Good picks. Good picks.
Are you smiling because you know you lost?
No.
No, I'm just happy.
I think I crushed that.
I'm just happy. I'm just having a good time with some friends. You know.
Nice. Well, time's not over yet because we still got one more bit. Trivia. And this week's trivia topic is movie trilogies.
I'm sure Riley studied. I know I didn't.
Nope.
Oh,
Too
I'm
busy
surprised.
with life.
Okay.
Crazy.
Well, can you guys test your buzzers real quick?
Beep.
Can you harmonize with Noah real quick?
Ooh,
Ooh. If you were in choir, I would give you a C.
Tune.
Well, I got a D in choir.
Nice. All right.
No,
You just gotta not sing to get a D in choir.
I think I got a B. I don't know.
Just at the concert, everyone's singing. You're just like,
She's like, good. Keep it up.
just like I told you.
We'll be backstage. Hey.
Don't ruin this for me. All right. question number 1 for movie trilogies trivia.
Got locked in.
Question number 1. The Dollars trilogy, A Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, is also referred to as what trilogy after Clint Eastwood's main character?
Beep.
Noah.
The Man Who Has No Name.
That is correct.
Darn it.
The Man with No Name. Yep.
Good job.
Question number 2. From 2015 to 2018, what trilogy grossed $1.3 billion, making it one of the highest grossing R-rated trilogies of all time, but with Rotten Tomatoes scores of 25%, 11%, and 11% for its 3 entries, is regarded as one of the worst movie trilogies of all time? Or at least, Noah.
50 Shades of Grey.
That is correct.
I thought you said horror.
Did you say horror?
I didn't write it.
Keep going.
It's kind of like so bad it's scary.
I was able to adapt, so I figured it out.
Question number 3. What animated Disney movie was turned into a trilogy with 2 direct-to-video sequels, the latter of which features a fraction in the title?
Beep.
Riley.
Lion King.
That is correct. Lion King 1, Lion King 2, and Lion King 1.5. Question number 4. The Godfather is regarded as one of the greatest, if not the greatest movie trilogy of all time. The first movie released in Noah.
1990.
That is correct.
I was just looking that up the other day.
I thought you said you didn't study. So now
sometimes I'm just on Letterboxd and I'm just looking at things, okay?
Yeah, the first movie released in 1972, the second released in 1974. What year did the third movie release? I was going to give you a buffer even of 1 year. Wow, that's pretty good.
Some of us don't need it.
Do you think Noah cheated? That's
I just got one of those.
Congratulations.
One of those like contact lenses. He's just like Google searching.
Yeah. Nice. Well, we'll go ahead and finish it out. But Noah has once again won. This trivia season is quickly coming to an end. But we'll finish it out. Question number 5. All right. So I have a trilogy. I'm going to one by one name actors that star in one or more entries in this trilogy. Tell me what the trilogy is. Right?
Mm-hmm.
George Clooney, Elijah Wood, Steve Buscemi, Salma Hayek.
Oh, beep. Spy
Riley.
Kids.
That's correct.
Oh man.
Yeah. There's so many cameos in that series. Alan Cumming, Sylvester Stallone, Antonio Banderas, Danny Trejo, and others.
Tony Shalhoub.
Yep. Man, you did pretty good. You still lost.
I want to go on the record. If you did say horror, I want to
Okay, well,
put asterisks.
I mean,
okay. I don't think I did. Noah didn't hear me say it. Maybe I did.
frankly, I can't remember because I was too busy trying to figure out the answer.
well, I was just trying to
outside
think
of-
of horror movies. So
I kind of feel like you did say it, but I can't say.
You're just thinking that I messed up? You're not even feeling
I'm trying
confident
to
about it?
recall. I don't know.
From 2015
I got the question right, so I don't care.
1.3 million, making it one of the highest grossing R-rated. I said R-rated trilogies.
Riley's like horror.
Is that what you're thinking of?
I swear I
Rotten
heard horror.
maybe that's it. Either way.
Either way, we still got a bonus question.
Oh, I thought we did it already.
Nope.
Nice.
All right. Try to keep up. In the Cornetto trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End, every movie is directed by Edgar Wright and stars Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. However, each installment also stars another British actor,
Beep.
Riley.
Martin Freeman.
Incorrect. Who plays the protagonist in another trilogy, which is a prequel to yet another trilogy. What is this last trilogy?
Darn it!
It's a bonus, but...
Can you read the question again?
Nope.
Got lost.
In the Cornetto trilogy, every movie is directed by Edgar Wright and stars Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. However, each installment also stars another British actor who plays a protagonist in another trilogy, which is a prequel to yet another trilogy. What is the last trilogy?
I don't understand the question.
What actor did Riley say?
Martin Freeman?
Okay. He stars as the protagonist in a trilogy,
Yeah, The Hobbit?
and that's a prequel to...
The Lord of the Rings?
Ding, ding, ding.
That was a really weirdly written question.
Yeah, Riley got it.
I just buzzed in too soon.
Yeah.
Sure did.
All right. Well, that was some riveting trivia, huh?
I mean, that
I'll
was
say.
good job.
So
I'll be
Noah's
coming up with trivia for next week.
0, 0, and 2.
Trivia for next week. Hope you guys got your gamer face on. We're going to be talking about video game movies.
Okay.
Alone in the Dark,
Yep. Borderlands,
Minecraft.
Super Mario Bros,
None of those.
Assassin's Creed.
None of those. It's going to be far more obscure.
Halo TV show. All right. But you guys
That'll be that.
stick around till next week to find out for our Halloween special.
Oh yeah.
Are we doing costumes? We talked about it, but nobody's actually looked into it. So
I think we should do a group costume.
okay, well,
We just wait to see.
yeah,
I'm going to dress up as Optimus Prime.
nice.
Autobots roll out.
I have a full cardboard cosplay.
All right.
Thank you all
But
for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for
Hit that
tuning
subscribe,
in.
like, comment,
Let us know in the
We love
comments
you.
who won the draft.
please.
And
Can we
until
get
next time.
Can we get a congratulations for Noah for winning trivia again?
Zip it, Zazu.
Nice. All right. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.